Hey guys, I'm back with another action figure review, and this time we're going to take a look at the DC Collectibles Earth 2 Batman Bruce Wayne action figure. Sure do like to put a lot of words on these boxes. But yeah, this guy just came out, and Todd just picked him up at a mock time when I picked up my Starfire, which will be my next review. So, sorry. Blah blah blah. But yeah, I just wanted to review this guy before Todd stuck him in his collection because it is a really nice figure, and definitely wanted to give my little thoughts on it while it was fresh. So take a look at the box really quick, and we're back to the standard, box. Yep, the one that like this. That's not a card with a package on the, you know what I'm talking about. So anyway, as you can see, it is the Earth 2 logo at the top, and it says Earth 2 here again. DC Comics New 52 Batman Bruce Wayne action figure. You got it here on the side, based on the artwork created by Nicola Scott and sculpted by Steve Kewis, I'm guessing. On the back, you have the rest of the Earth 2, well, not all of them, but the more recent Earth 2 figures, Hawkwoman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and I know there were a couple released before that. And at the top we have, he defends the world against injustice. He is Bruce Wayne, the original Dark Knight. Based on designs seen in the monthly Earth 2 comic book, is the latest action figure from DC Collectibles, Batman. And then you got the artwork on the side. Can you see that? Yes. Artwork on the side of Batman himself. Now, I have not read Earth 2, so I'm not really familiar with this version of Batman, and what happened to him, because I know this is Bruce Wayne, and now Earth 2 Batman is Thomas Wayne, so I'm not sure if this was some kind of, like, time difference that's happened or something, but yeah, I know that the current Earth 2 Batman is Thomas Wayne, and that figure will be coming out later this year, or, no, it came out already. It actually came out earlier. So, I'm sorry I can't really give any insight into the character, but I will say that the design is awesome. I love the look of this Batman. I mean, this is, I wouldn't mind seeing this, in, like, regular continuity or, in the video games or something. I'm pretty sure this is an unlockable skin in Arkham Origins, if I'm correct. And, totally cool looking design. So, as you can see, he does have a couple accessories. We'll get to those first. I don't know if they're Screamer sticks like Nightwings, or they have a different name. They're a little longer. No, not really. They're a little skinnier, really. But that could just be, the figure. They're just plain black sticks with they've got ridges in them, and it looks like they're meant to be held at one particular side, because they're not, they're not, the exact same sculpt on both sides. I'm gonna have to find that, but I do have a second one in the meantime. Yeah, and they fit in his hands quite nicely, and as you can see, they did go in the pouches on his thighs. Now, I do like that design a lot, because I've always thought, like, traditionally, not, thinking of Screamer sticks or some kind of sticks, I think Nightwing, obviously, and in the comics he would have his sticks stored on his back, and, like, several figures have that as well. But then in the Young Justice cartoon, I believe, is the first place where they had him store them on his thigh in a pouch, which, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of a cool design, and then they translated that into the comics. But he puts both batons in one pouch on his thighs, so that's an extra step for you to have to pull both sticks out of the pouch, stick one in one hand, one in the other, and then you're ready to fight. Whereas this one, he has one pouch on each thigh, so he can just grab them and go. I'm still, if I sound a little distracted, it's because I'm looking for the other stick as I'm talking. And I found it. Okay, so yes. They go nicely in his hands. I think his left hand is sculpted slightly differently than the right hand, but they do look awesome. And then they can go right back into the pouches, which the pouches are like a soft rubber. As you can see, you can press down on it. And one stick per pouch, like I said. Go right back in there. And there you go. So, take a look at this guy up close. The lips are a little bit of a strange color. I don't know if you can really see it on camera. In my viewfinder, they don't look like it, but in person, he's got, you know, very pale skin, and then his lips are kind of salmon-y colored. It just looks a little funny on a male character, but it's not a big deal. I think you can see it there. But the sculpting is really nice. He's got a really good expression, I think, where he doesn't look too angry, but he doesn't look expressionless, which would be, you know, a little lame. So I like that a lot. I like how you have the sculpting detail even just in the cowl up here, and on both sides. Got good length of ears. I like this design a lot. And you can see that the oh, there's some mold release. Definitely somewhere because I'm getting oil on the figure. But there's the cowl is matte finish, and then the neck is shiny finish, which is a little interesting to me. I'm not quite sure why they do that. Or maybe it's just that's where the mold release is coming from, and that's what's making it shiny. But yeah, then you can see on the chest you have good mixes of like grays and gunmetal colors, and good sculpting on the bat symbol. You got straps going across here for the cape. I love this design for the cape, how it's kind of lower on the back with these straps going through the spikes instead of like the cape being draped around the shoulders. I like that it gives you like free movement of your shoulders if you were actually wearing this cape, but you still have the cape for, you know, just looking mysterious, or so you can, you know, if you actually had a cloth cape, you could, you know what I mean. So I do like this design for the cape a lot. There's no peg, so there's a peg, but it's much smaller. No trouble getting that out of the package. We did cut the plastic, just be careful. So you got the spikes up top here. Looks really cool. All the pieces on the gauntlets look really cool. You have like these parts, these scallops, I guess. They're not, instead of like the usual Batman like spikes, they're kind of like scallops. All gunmetal color, and then they wrap around and have like little notches here. And then the belt looks really good. It's a nice like dirty kind of yellow color. It doesn't look too bright. And you have a nice buckle and then all these pouches. They are rubber? Yes, they are rubbery. Even the belt buckle is all rubbery, but it looks really good. Again, these are rubber. Got the straps sculpted in here to get the pouches on there. Pouches all the way around. And then the pants are like a more baggy, like wrinkly look, and they are stuck into the boots. So it looks really cool. It looks more realistic, I guess, than having like spandex, an entire outfit of like what looks like, you know, like a traditional like spandex superhero costume. I like the two-tone black in the center with the gray on the outside. Boots again look really cool too. They've got this bat like knee pad here with the triangle going up. You got two like scallopy layers with the boots, and then the knee pads coming out of the boots. Very cool. And then the boots themselves look kind of like, you know, more tactical than traditional kind of boot. I don't know why they're out of focus. But yeah, so really, really cool figure. I don't know if I showed this glove here. It has the bat symbol as well. Very cool. So yeah, you can see the right hand is sculpted kind of closed, a little bit more like rounded, and then this one's a little more like open. But yeah, overall, a really cool design. I didn't really show the cape there, but it's really soft, pliable plastic. It's not too thick. And really nice wrinkles and scallops at the bottom. Just everything about this figure looks so nice. This, I feel like the overall look of this figure is what DC Direct figures kind of used to look like, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like back in, you know, when DCUC was still around and stuff, people would collect usually one or the other. You collected DC Direct if you really, really appreciated a good sculpt and didn't care about posing, and DCUC if you wanted to pose your figures. But, or I mean, some people collected both, that's fine. But, you know, now that DCUC's gone, DC Collectibles has been kind of taking up the reins of articulating their figures a little more, you know, kind of changing their sculpting a bit, and I don't know if it's because they have like maybe new artists sculpting there or what, but I just feel like this aesthetically is a lot more like older DC Collectibles figures, DC Direct figures, and that's a good thing. It's a really nicely done. It's what I would and should expect from DC Direct / DC Collectibles. So I'll go through Articulation now, which in that vein is a lot more like DC Direct figures as well. This is not one of those new ones that they're trying to push Articulation with. This one is a lot more old school with a few little new touches. So the head we have rotating side to side. It does go like up a little bit and down a little bit. No ab crunch, not even a waist twist there. You have the shoulders that will go up only about that far because you have this spike here that touches this one, but it will go around. You have a bicep swivel. You have an elbow joint that unfortunately doesn't go very far, but it's there. And then you have a swivel at the glove up here. No wrist rotation, just at the glove here. Now, like I said, nothing here, but then the hips only go forward and back. No T-joints on this guy, even though they've been putting them in most of the figures these days. No thigh swivel at all up here. You do have a knee joint. Nice knee joint. Oh, you do have there's a swivel right here. Oh, look at that. There is a swivel underneath the pouch. So there you have it. Very well hidden. I like that. I'm not sure how much that joint's going to come in handy, but it's there, and it's nice and stiff, so it's no biggie if you don't want to use it. Very well hidden, so it doesn't break up the sculpt. Good job. And then you also have a swivel at the boot, which again is also really well hidden. You have the sculpt of the knee pad continuing down through here. Looks really cool. And the boot just slides around it. It doesn't break up the sculpt at all. Very, very cool. And then you have ankle joints at the bottom, which don't have rockers, but they will go forward and back, which can help posing a little bit. So it doesn't hurt to have them. And these two are pretty tight, so no problems with there, whereas some of the newer ones have really loose ankles. So overall, I think this figure is so well done. One of the best from DC Collectibles recently. One of the best designs that they could have had to work with. I mean, so the only issue I have is that I feel like his legs are kind of sculpted in a weird way that he's almost a little crooked when he stands. Like, you have to get him in a good pose for him to look... I mean, he looks great, but he would look better in a really good pose, and I'm not really finding it at the moment. But definitely, you know, a really, really great figure. They did a bang-up job on this guy, and it's not for my collection, but Todd is very happy to have it in his. So, yeah, I definitely recommend picking this guy up if you're a fan of Earth 2 and or Batman. If you're, you know, even if you've not read the Earth 2 series, if you're a big enough Batman fan, this is just one look that you should have in your collection because it's awesome looking and it's a great figure. So I recommend picking it up. And this has been my review of the DC Collectibles Earth 2 Batman Bruce Wayne action figure. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next review.